I am going to review the Studio Series Deluxe Class Barricade. I've always wanted a Barricade figure for the longest time. As I said in my Brawl video, I played the DS game, and I really wanted a Barricade figure from that. And so I was really excited when I saw the Studio Series version, and so I was looking forward to this guy a lot. But now that I have him in hand, let's say he did not live up to my expectations. I mean, appearance-wise, he does look good still, like, regardless. Like, very nicely detailed. Really not much paint on the body at all, which is quite disappointing. It's really hard to see on camera, but it is detailed very nicely. But I do wish they picked it out in more paint. The only paint for the robot mode is just the head sculpt and the feet. That's it. Like, besides the head sculpt and the feet, the robot mode has no paints at all, which is quite sad. But if you just look at the sculpting, it looks very good. The head looks very nice. It's very nicely detailed. It is squishy. I don't know why. It's sort of made like out of this like rubber, like these things. It just feels weird for me. There he is, and yeah, he looks kind of ugly, not gonna lie. It's very, like, it's nicely detailed. It's picked out very well. Like, the colors, the eyes, the mouth, the gold. I like it. Very detailed. Proportions-wise, I don't remember how it looks proportionally. But from what I can see, he's very short. Like, he's very stout. Like, his arms are very long, but his legs are very short. That's because he has... I gave him the chicken legs, which I think is more accurate. But you can extend it to get him taller if you prefer this look as well. He comes with this giant thing, the one he used in the movie. Not really a fan of this weapon. It is kind of big for my liking. It's good, it's nice that they included it. It spins really nicely and it plugs into his hand like that. And yeah, you can... that does look good. It looks cool, but I'm just not a fan of the weapon in general. Before we get into size comparisons, I'd just like to say his kibble management is okay. It's pretty average. He has this backpack, which is majority clear plastic, which is quite sad because, yeah, I'll talk about it later, but mine did break, like crack, because it is clear plastic. I would be careful with this like back section and with this section as well, like this clear plastic. Mine broke like within the first day of like playing with this guy. That's pretty sad. It does not tab in anywhere, which is kind of unsatisfying. If you compare it to this guy, like his backpack, he does have a backpack, but it tabs in. And so it's a lot more satisfying to like transform and a lot more satisfying to just handle. But this guy's backpack is just free and is just flapping around. Size comparisons, he is a pretty small deluxe, like on the smaller end. Here is he in comparison to Studio Series Bumblebee. So if you extend the legs, he is the same height as them, but if you give him full chicken legs, he is very short. Like, he looks so tiny next to Bumblebee. Here is Barricade next to Sideways. And here is him next to Brawl. Actually, I'll just get the full Decepticon team here. There he is with the other guys. He does look good. He looks really good alongside them. Let's get into some posability. So this guy is an early Studio figure. This guy is an early Studio Series figure, which means that his posability is a bit subpar in comparison to what posability is like now. His head is on a ball joint. You can rotate all the way around. The shoulder's on a ball joint, so you get full range of motion. He has a butterfly joint, which is nice. He has a rotation above the bicep. More than 90 elbows, no wrist swivel. His hand does open though, which is unique. I think that's cool. No waist swivel. Legs can kick out all the way. Can kick back all the way. This is the maximum he can do for the splits. He has two joints for his chicken legs. This one and this one. So you can combine it to give him just a standard 90-degree knee bend. I think. Is that 90 degrees? No. It's very weird. I don't know. Less than 90 knee bend? More than 90 knee bend? Not sure. And he has a toe up and toe down, so no pivot. Overall, his posability is just standard. He does have some standouts, like with the butterfly joints. But he is missing a lot of the key articulation points, like the really good ones, like a waist swivel or an ankle pivot. Overall, Robo Mode is very good. I really like the way it looks, but I think that's just my nostalgia speaking. He is severely underpainted. Alright, let's transform him. This is what I was talking about with the clear ball joint. Mine cracked, so now it's really loose. And so this hood just like falls off, like with no effort. And it is impossible to transform him without this not falling off. So just be very careful of this clear plastic. And even if you are careful, I still think it's gonna break, like eventually. Like there's no stopping it. So the transformation for this guy is where my opinion on this figure starts to decline. It is very frustrating. It's very annoying to get everything tabbed in. It is not a transformation that you want to do. And on top of that, the clear plastic bits, it just breaks. It's very fiddly, very hard to get everything tabbed into where you want to get tabbed in, and it just breaks easily as well. So this transformation is not something I look forward to. I will finish this off camera. I can't do it on camera. I finally finished the transformation. It was not good. But the vehicle mode that we end up with is a police car, and it looks very good. Like, it looks so good. Let's get a closer look. I really like the shaping of this car. Like, it looks very good. The taillights are picked out. Paint apps here. There's that's picked out as well. So is this logo thing. What's unfortunate is that there is no front paint. Look at that. There's no headlights, there's nothing, it's just black. So I think this figure does have issues with paints. Like, it does need a lot more. Top's painted, and this is painted as well. Ignore that, that's my poor attempt of painting something because it got scratched off. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not the best painter.
Oh my god, bro.
Like, mold-wise, it looks very good. Like, it looks very nice. I'm a big fan. I just wish that there was more paint. And yeah, this guy has really not much kibble as well. Like, the most kibble you could see is just this, like the spikes of the feet. But other than that, like, it's very clean vehicle mode. This guy also rolls very good. This is one of the better rolling guys. You can roll even though like this surface is very smooth, it still rolls, it doesn't slide. Let's get into some size comparisons. Here is Barricade with Bumblebee and all of the Decepticons. Yeah, this weapon can store in the front. There's a hole there to fit this peg in sideways, and it just slots in and it looks like that. It does look good. I think that's how they used it in the movie, but I think it's silly. I think it's very silly. I try to avoid story like this. Conclusion. The Robo mode looks very good. The only issues I have with it is that I wish it had more paint and I wish it had more posability. But other than that, it looks really good and I do like it. Transformation is where this guy just plummets. It's terrible. It's not fun. It breaks. Vehicle mode is good though. Like it. I like it a lot. Very clean. Rolls very nicely. Again, I wish I had more paint. Even though this figure is good, I cannot recommend it. The transformation is way too annoying. It's not fun. I understand it looks good, but like in this case, the transformation is so bad and so fiddly that it just outweighs everything else. Which in my opinion is quite disappointing because I am biased to this guy as well. But the transformation was so annoying that I just didn't care about my bias anymore. If you don't care about annoying transformations, I guess you can like get it.